Hey guys, here we go for another set of PE games and activities while we're kind of quarantined and not able to get back to school. Today, guys, I'm gonna actually teach you 4 games and show you 4 games. But the thing about these 4 games is that my 4 games and your 4 games are gonna be a little bit different. And I say that because we're gonna actually construct our own games. So we're mixing maybe some things that we've learned in art class with a little bit of stuff that we've done in PE. Okay, so it should be kind of fun because we're gonna build our own or construct our own games. All right, but I'm gonna give you guidelines and I'm gonna kind of show you, a basic idea as to how to do it. But you can obviously make these as big and elaborate and fun as you want them to be. Okay, so for today's activity, you're gonna need materials, and you're gonna need a lot of materials, but it should all be stuff that you find at home. Okay, so the materials that you see here, all right, you can use all of them, you can use a few of them, but these are a list of things that I think will help you. Okay, so just kind of take a look at it right now and maybe pick out some items that you might have. But guys, what I'm going to tell you is that we are going to make 4 different activities using these materials. Okay, but use what you have, adapt them, be creative, change or make different rules to fit your situation wherever you're playing. But most importantly, and as always, have fun, guys. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, so here's our next activity. We are doing a laundry basket skee-ball challenge. So skee-ball, guys, is that game at the arcade that's got all those little like things that the ball drops into. All right, I used a piece of cardboard and kind of just created it. I cut half of it out. I used a cereal box to give me a nice smooth entrance up into it. Just remember, adapt with what you have. Use what you have at home. Whatever works is going to make this activity fun. You can use as many laundry baskets of any shape, size, or color that you want. Just be sure to assign them a point value. So my first basket here is worth 10 points, and then the basket behind that you can't really see in this video is worth 20 points, okay? Just make sure you assign them, and then always make sure that you've got a set line. I'm using this threshold right here. My floor kind of helps me do that. You can use a piece of tape on the ground as well, okay? I'm using these spike ball balls just because they're something that I had or hanging out around my house. You can use any type of ball that you want. Make sure to kind of keep it a little bit smaller. In a perfect world, you've got like those plasticky like playground balls, okay? Those like little plasticky ones that you'd use for a ball pit, okay? But this is what I had at home. This is what I'm going to use. Tennis balls work fine. Wiffle balls would be fantastic, okay? Make sure, last thing to remember before we start, is that when you roll, you're using your opposite foot and hand. Left foot, right hand is how you'll see me do it. And then you can sometimes get interruptions from your animals. Watch out, man. Get. All right, here we go. You ready? Woo! All right, guys. So this activity we're playing is a putt-putt target challenge. So you just saw in that picture I just showed you how the cardboard was cut using my scissors, and I created holes and assigned point values to them to help me track my progress. Back here, you can see this little green spot maybe. I just put a piece of tape on the ground so that I know where my golf ball should go every time when I play. So I just put that golf ball in the hole, and I get ready to go. Remember, guys, you're going to put that golf ball right between your feet, and you want your feet in line with the holes that you're aiming at, and you want just a nice and easy stroke to help you score a point. 30 points. Yes! All right, guys. For this one, we're doing a paper plate ring toss, okay? So you can see here that I just took the center of a paper plate and cut it out, and then I decorated it any way I want. This one was pretty simple. Got my Central Lee representation going on right here, and then I had a little fun and made a snake. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use these rings for ring toss. You can see over here and in the picture that you just saw that this is just a paper towel roll that I taped to a shoebox. You could do a few more. You could use a toilet paper roll. You could use a cone. You could use any material that you have. Remember, use what you have available at your house, adapt it, and make it fun. All right, so here we go. We're just going to stand back and stand behind this little green line here, and we're going to take our Frisbees, toss them any way you want, And, oh, not so good. The snake's not so good, neither. Hopefully you guys are a lot better at this game than I am. Scoop forward if it doesn't work. Alright guys, so for this one, we're playing fly swatter tennis. Okay? Fly swatter tennis, you can use anything that you want to volley over. I was lucky enough, and my wife and I ordered a big couch over since this quarantine started, so I've got this giant cardboard box that would work perfect. But you can use anything you want. Take a couple of folding chairs or a couple of kitchen chairs or stools and throw a blanket or a sheet over it. That would make a great net. You could take a jump rope and tie it between a couple trees or something like that. Use anything you want, but try and find something to volley over. And if at the end of the day you can't, then you can just volley your balloon against a wall or just simply volley it in the air and try and keep it off the ground, right? But here's what you're going to do. You're going to find a space agreed upon if you're playing with a partner for boundaries. You're going to find a net to use, and all you're going to do is you're going to try and volley and serve your balloon back and forth as many times as possible. You can play as a team to try and keep your balloon off the ground, or you can play competitively and create some rules. But remember, adapt to your situation, have agreed upon rules before you start so that you don't get into arguments, and then have fun, all right? So you're just standing back, make some lines for boundaries, use your tape on the ground if you're playing in the living room or something to make some boundary lines, and then just serve it over, kind of like we did when we played badminton.